If you forget about his flaws and concentrate on what Diego Maradona did on the soccer pitch, you'll find a genius of the game. The most famous, the most highly paid, and the most controversial soccer player in the world was Maradona. Born in Buenos Aires, he was the fifth of 8 children and began showing enormous potential as a teenager. He started playing with the Cebollitas, the youth team of the Argentinos Juniors, in December 1970. He then went on to play his first match in the Argentine top division with Argentinos Juniors in 1976, just prior to his 16th birthday. By now, Maradona's reputation was growing rapidly, and in February of 1977, he played his first match for Argentina against Hungary. It was never going to be long before the world sat up and took notice of the diminutive genius. And Barcelona were the team that got their man, signing Maradona in 1982. After being made an ambassador by UNICEF, Maradona led Argentina to a victory in the 1986 World Cup in Mexico, beating West Germany 3-2 in the final, but not before scoring one of the most talked about goals in the history of the game, the famous Hand of God goal against England. But no one can argue with the sheer brilliance that followed it. If his first goal was questionable, his second was the greatest goal ever scored, without question. Maradona returned home a national hero and is hailed by many football watchers as the greatest player ever. He further added weight to these claims when in 1987 he led Napoli to win their first ever Scudetto in the history of the club, and in May 1989 led them to victory in the UEFA Cup, their first victory ever in an international competition. In April 1989 he led Napoli to score their second Scudetto, then led Argentina to the 1990 World Cup final. Argentina lost 1-0 to West Germany. Dark days were to follow this for Maradona. In 1991 he proved positive in a dope test and was banned from football for 15 months. Upon completion of his ban in 1992, he refused to return to Napoli and asked for a transfer to join the Spanish side Sevilla. More controversy was to follow in 1994 when, after playing well in 2 of Argentina's World Cup matches, scoring a great goal against Greece in one of them, he received a ban for using ephedrine, a substance not allowed by FIFA. In October 1994 he took up his first coaching job with Deportivo Mendiur Corrientes, resigning just 2 months later. The pressure of expectation and a buzzing media interest leaving his every move cited as the reason for his departure from the coach's box. Less than a year on, he took up his second coaching position, this time with Racing, resigning 4 months later. Not content with sitting on the sidelines, he came back to play for Boca Juniors before, in 1997-98, he once again was found to be positive for yet another dope test. In October 1997, he played his last match for Boca, and later that month he decided to retire from football on the day of his 37th birthday. 2 years after retiring, Maradona received an award from the Argentine Football Association, naming him Best Sportsman of the Century in Argentina. His goal against England was chosen as the best goal ever in the history of football, and the following year he was named as FIFA Best Footballer of the Century at a gala ceremony in Rome. In May 2000, Maradona was released from a Cuban hospital after undergoing treatment for heart complications as a result of drug and alcohol abuse. Often where there is genius, there is a flaw, and Diego Armando Maradona is no different. This flawed man just happened to be one of the greatest players of all time.